Hello everyone, it is time for the Monday update. I'm looking a little bit dressed up today because I was on the Urban Network podcast, which is recorded out of Urban Office here in Portland by Hewitt from Amygdala Media. Sorry, I totally botched that, but I had a great time. The podcast will be coming out soon. I'll definitely share it for my LinkedIn fam, so check it out. I'm talking about equity, I'm talking about communications, I'm talking about toxic productivity, self-care, the usual. We are back from holiday. It was an amazing time. I had an amazing time. I feel energized. I feel good. I think I couldn't sleep last night because I was so excited to get back to work, which I haven't felt that in a really long time. So that was good. I could do without the sleep loss. Gonna be honest, next time around I'm definitely going to be getting up at a certain point and making myself some sleepy time tea. I didn't last night because I kept thinking I was just about to fall asleep, and then all of a sudden it's 7 a.m. So that was just a little piece of my night, and why I'll be really happy to be going to sleep tonight because I am genuinely tired from being excited about work. I guess we have a lot more to do today. It's about halfway through my day, and I feel good. I feel like this week is going to be super busy. I'm going to be at the ICCC conference. I'm going to be attending the ICCC conference on Zoom. That is an East Coast conference. They did throw us West Coasters a bone and start at noon East Coast time, which is 9:30 our time, which, as you know, if you've been with us for a while, I don't go to sleep until 4 a.m. So having a conference start at 9:30 as opposed to 7:30 is a true blessing, but also I'm going to be tired. I'm going to be, I think that's one of the reasons I was having trouble sleeping last night, because I was so nervous about how much I have to do this week and how much of it is happening far earlier than I usually get on the bandwagon for. So that being said, we set up a bunch of systems the last week and the week before to help things around here run smoothly, whether I'm present or not, whether I'm sick or well, whether I'm in a conference on the East Coast. So this week is going to be the test of those things that we set up. So that's going to be good. There's obviously going to be some bumps and things to work out. Got to think about that. Got to be prepared for that. So my intentions are all very much centered around the fact that this week is so packed and for me at such weird hours. So number one intention is delegate, delegate, delegate. I wrote it 3 times because it's fucking hard for me. I've already set up all the systems for how delegation works. Obviously I didn't see everything. There's going to be some shit in this first round of trying to get this delegation down. But I am going to try and ask myself, whenever I go to do a task, this week especially, I'm going to ask myself, can this be delegated? And if the answer is yes, I'm going to use those systems that I set up last week to do that. So that's my intention for this week. My second intention is look for places where I can say no so that I can say yes. So if I'm in a breakout group, or if I'm in a workshop, or if I'm listening to a keynote speaker and it's really not feeding me, it's not teaching me anything, I'm not really learning anything, which that's rare. It's really super rare that I don't get anything out of a workshop. But if that's happening, I'm going to allow myself to be like, I'm going to go. I have other stuff to take care of that is going to nourish me and feed me and help me, even if that's just eating my lunch quietly, not in front of the screen. Or even if that's maybe going back to bed for some of that extra sleep that I'm going to be missing out on. So I'm going to take that into consideration, because when I go down, if I'm sick, if I get sick, if I overwork myself, when I go down, we go down. So gotta be very focused on that. As much as I'm delegating everything, there are certain things, this being my company and me being the only full-time employee, that only I can do. So let's be real here. My time has value, huge value, and I need to treat it like that, especially this week. And I think some people, when they say, oh, my time is valuable, what we hear is, I'm only going to associate with people who can make me money or wealthy people. And that's not what I mean at all. What I mean when I say that my time has value and that it's valuable is that when I spend my time, I have to be getting something back. It doesn't have to be money. It can be education. It can be connections. It can be growing my network. It can be deepening an understanding about myself. It can be taking care of myself. It can be having an experience that I will treasure. It can be helping someone else grow. That's also very fulfilling for me. But I have to also know what my values are and what brings me joy and what brings me growth and what does make me money, because at the end of the day, we are still living in a capitalist system and we need that money, right? So I am going to focus a lot on, am I getting something back from this time that I'm spending here? And if I'm not, I'm going to get rid of that thing somehow. I'm either going to delegate it, I'm going to opt out, I'm going to whatever. So focusing on that this week especially. And then the third intention for the week is positive self-talk. When I am stressed, when I'm feeling pressed, sometimes I will start to get into this mindset of like, you gotta do this, or you didn't do this well enough, or you should have done this instead of this. That doesn't serve me. It doesn't help me. It doesn't make me better. At the thing I fucked up. It doesn't make that thing, it doesn't unfuck that thing. And it doesn't make me feel good. So then the next thing that I go into, I'm more likely to mess that thing up too. So none of that shit this week. Those are my 3 intentions. What are your intentions for the week? Put them down below.